empowering the world through innovative and accessible education.
Welcome. In the next 10 minutes, we'll explore why most of the world enjoys a free internet, where restrictions apply, who has access, and how it's governed across North America, so you can better understand and advocate for an open web. First, the internet's freedom stems from its open standards. Protocols like TCP/IP and HTTP are royalty-free, maintained by global bodies such as the IETF and W3C. No single company owns the basic architecture. Anyone can create compatible hardware or software. Second, an economics of attention underpins free content. Advertising, data-driven services, and subscriptions fund platforms and services, making them free to end users. Finally, civil society advocacy, from organizations like the Electronic Frontier Foundation, defends net neutrality and fights censorship, ensuring the internet remains open for innovation. Not all nations embrace an open web. In China, the Great Firewall blocks foreign sites and filters keywords. North Korea restricts users to a state-controlled intranet. Iran and Saudi Arabia regularly block social media during protests. Beyond government censorship, the digital divide also limits free access. In parts of sub-Saharan Africa, or rural Asia, poor infrastructure and high data costs prevent many from connecting at all, even if the network itself is open. Globally, about 65% of people are online, but that masks stark disparities. Urban areas and high-income countries enjoy near-universal access, while remote and low-income regions lag behind. Efforts to bridge the gap include satellite constellations like Starlink, community networks built by nonprofits, and public Wi-Fi initiatives in libraries and schools. These projects aim to bring reliable broadband to underserved communities, turning connected from a privilege into a right. In the United States, the Federal Communications Commission, or FCC, regulates internet service providers' spectrum allocation and formerly net neutrality rules. While the 2015 Open Internet Order enforced strong neutrality protections, the 2018 rollback returned much authority to states and Congress. The U.S. follows a multi-stakeholder model. First, ICANN manages domain names and IP address allocation. Second, IETF and W3C develop and maintain technical standards. Third, Congress enacts laws like COPPA and Section 230 to govern online speech and privacy. Additionally, state laws, such as California's CCPA, give residents data privacy rights, illustrating the patchwork nature of U.S. internet regulation. Canada's regulator, the CRTC, enforces net neutrality and universal service obligations, ensuring rural broadband. Canadian law also requires ISP transparency around traffic management. In Mexico, the Federal Telecommunications Institute, or IFT, promotes competition among providers, enforces consumer rights, and mandates open access infrastructure to lower costs and expand coverage. Together, these North American models illustrate how government agencies can balance market forces with public interest safeguards. First, the internet's freedom is rooted in open, royalty-free standards, economic incentives, and civil society advocacy. Second, authoritarian regimes impose censorship while infrastructure gaps create digital divides. Third, 65% of the world is online, but access is uneven. Bridging the gap requires satellites, community networks, and public Wi-Fi. Fourth, U.S. governance blends FCC oversight, multi-stakeholder standard setting, and a patchwork of privacy laws. Fifth, Canada and Mexico enforce neutrality and competition through national regulators. An open internet fuels innovation, education, and democracy, but it's not guaranteed. Stay informed, review your country's ISP policies, support digital rights organizations, and advocate for equitable access. Together we can ensure the web remains free and open for everyone. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share to spread the word.